stand for the pledge. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I am Dr. Catchings, principal of Cardozo Middle School, and on behalf of the administrative staff, students, and teachers here at Cardozo, we would like to welcome you to our facilities for our summer reading kickoff. This is indeed a joyous occasion, and we are honored to serve as your host here today.
There's so much to be said about reading and the power of reading. There's so much to be said about the people sitting in this room who can read and all the folks in our world who cannot. And the power that is found in the written word and being able to read and decipher, decode the written word, the power that is found in our communication through writing and reading and absorbing that information, there's power there. Every day, we should be growing and developing our ability to read, increasing our knowledge and our skills so that we can be more and more powerful. If you don't currently have a book that you've chosen that you are reading, not because you absolutely have to, because teacher so-and-so or principal so-and-so said so, but because you want to read, that's exciting. You need to find that book. If you have one, let's talk about those books. One of the things that I'll be challenging the team to do this year is not only encourage young people to read, but also ensuring that we are tapped into the resources around the city so that we have lots of things to read, and that we have lots of opportunities to read, and that we have opportunities to talk about what we're reading. I'm so excited about this summer reading program. It's going to do a lot for us as a community, for us as individuals, as readers, as learners. Let's continue to encourage one another as we go through this summer. Let's continue to lean in and share the reading that you're doing, the books, the new words, the new concepts that we're learning about. Hashtag Get Caught Reading. I want to make sure that we see that all over the place. I want my friends in D.C. and in Tulsa and L.A. and Flint, Michigan, I want those people to be talking about hashtag Get Caught Reading. Let's make sure that people know here in Jackson, we read.
We want you to know that within the curriculum department that we're reading as well. Not only are we reading in the curriculum department, we sought out a vision to create a program called Books with Bob. And I am Bobby D. Brown, and so we've selected one sophomore student from each of the high schools, and we're now in a reading circle. And we're also going to research in our district with boys in grades 4 through 10 and ask them, how much literature do you have exposure to at home? How much literature are you exposed to at school? What are the reasons that you don't actively get involved in reading inside your classrooms? How important do you see and value reading in your life? And so you'll see the reading circle with Books with Bob, and we'll be inviting our superintendent to join with us in this reading circle so that we all can begin to uncover strategies and things that we can do with our young people to encourage them to be in the reading process. The goal of Read On Jackson, which has the slogan of hashtag Get Caught Reading, is to prevent summer reading loss and create reading growth. Our intent behind hashtag Get Caught Reading is to motivate our 24,000 scholars in the city of Jackson to read 100,000 books across the summer. We will reach our goal by engaging all scholars to read as many books as possible across the summer months by creating and continuing a culture of reading across the city, and by providing support to scholars to enhance academic gains and future life successes. Students are required to complete a summary of each book read during the summer months, one required title, and then as many books of your choosing, students, that you will read across the summer, and send the number of books read. You will give it to your librarian when you get back to your schools, and your librarians will tally the number of books read from your schools, and then we will come together and have a collection of all the books read in Jackson, Mississippi across the summer. And we're looking for 100,000 books to be read in the summer of 2019. These efforts combined will increase the number of books students would have access to for reading, create opportunities for scholars to receive help from reading tutors or book buddies, and experience high expectations from parents and encouragement from the community members. We have community organizations that have joined in with us in this partnership. We have the Links Jackson, who's provided us $5,000 to spearhead this campaign, and each year we are always grateful for what the Links Incorporated has done for us and providing Kindles and various technologies to assist students to read, and they can read on the go. Hashtag get caught reading, and read on, Jackson, read on.
We have a special presentation by the Links of LaFleur Buff.
We are members of the LaFleur's Bluff chapter of the Links Incorporated. We have some members here with me. Since 2014, we have been religiously and consciously donating monies to support and supply books for the Jackson Public Schools, especially for the middle schools, so that they can be part of the summer reading program. So this is a check from Jackson, from the LaFleur's Bluff chapter, LaFleur's Bluff, and we want to make sure that you get it in your hand, that you supply monies to these students that need books to read for the summer, so that we can reach that $100,000 goal. And so we are very happy.
Thank you so much to the Links, the LaFleur's Bluffs chapter of the Links. They continue to show up and show out for Jackson Public Schools. Among several partners that we have who do wonderful things for us, they continue to show up and to provide us with resources to do really amazing things like this. So heartfelt thanks to you.
My name is Amber Wheat, and I'm the top reader for 2018. Candace Coleman is a proud native of Jackson, Mississippi. She co-anchors the weekly morning show on WJTV 12, where she has been a member of the news team since 2015. Candace joined the WJTV 12 news team as a producer, then diligently worked her way around the newsroom to the anchor's desk. Candace has been the face of the weekly segment Cool Schools, which highlights outstanding Central Mississippi schools. She credits her upbringing in the Jackson Public School District. Candace graduated from Merle High School in 2010. She believes the best thing about working in her hometown of Jackson is the chance to stay connected with the people who are most important to her.
I am extremely honored to be your 2019 Summer Reading Ambassador for the school district. As mentioned, I'm a proud product of Jackson Public Schools, and I find every chance that I can get to tell people that I come from Jackson Public Schools. Everything that I am, everything that I've accomplished was built on a foundation that was made with the help of teachers from Sykes Elementary, Power APAC, People's Middle School, and Murrah High School. But I will admit I was a procrastinator, a big procrastinator, so I got my reading done, but I would wait till the end of the summer. But you know, at the beginning of summer break, I'm trying to remove myself from anything school related, right? Or I'm getting caught up in a summer camp very quickly. So a 1 week delay in starting my summer reading would easily turn into a 2 week. And then it would turn into, well, I'll start after 4th of July or when we come back from vacation. And before I knew it, I would have a week and a half to try to read 3 books. And that's just not a good habit. Does that sound like anybody in here? Let me tell you where this can go wrong. There's this big chunk of the summer, right, where your brain hasn't been exercised and is not being used in the same way that it was used during the school year. You know, your brain is just a big muscle, right? And you have to exercise your muscles. So if you're going to school consistently, working out your big muscle that's in your skull, you're doing that for 10 months, and then you stop for 2 months, your brain gets out of shape, right? It gets lazy. And you try to cram all that in, and your brain, it loses all those workouts. If you wait for a few days and you try to cram it into a few days, you end up trying to hurry up, and you end up pulling a muscle in your brain. It's like trying to prepare for a marathon 2 days before the marathon. What's the likelihood of you finishing it in a good time? Not good at all, is it? So I'm encouraging you to start early, to keep on doing your reading throughout the summer. Start early so you won't wait to the end of the summer and you end up pulling a muscle in your brain. I ended up getting with the program and I paced myself. So I'm here to encourage you to pace yourself this summer. Don't wait until the last minute to start your summer reading. Take your brain to the gym, okay? Work out all summer long. Stay in shape all summer long. Read a few pages a day. That's all it takes. You don't have to try to read 4 or 5 chapters in one day. A few pages a day is all it takes. And set a goal at the beginning of the summer. And when you see your friends over the summer, ask them, have you been working out? Have you been reading? Start a circle. Keep each other accountable. That's how we help each other. Summer reading, it can be the most enjoyable type of reading. Start early in the summer. Take your time with your books and work out your brain while your body's just chilling, enjoying the beauty of the summer in Mississippi. A little bit every single day will help you keep your brain functioning and keep it in shape so you can be ready for the next school year. Now, this will develop enjoyment, and you'll start to enjoy what you're reading. You'll enjoy the thought of going outside and reading and having that moment of peace. And that's the goal, is to do that, is to start turning what may seem like a chore to some people into something that's a moment of peace, something that you look forward to doing. You create a habit, and that habit turns into something that you can then use to move on into college and then into your career. Thank y'all so much for having me.
Hello, my name is Hart. I'll be reading the poem I Opened a Book by Julia Donaldson. I opened a book and in I strode, now nobody can find me. I've left my chair, my house, my road, my town and my world behind me. I'm wearing the cloak, I've slipped on the ring, I've swallowed the magic potion. I fought with the dragon, dined with the king, and dived in a bottomless ocean. I opened a book and made some friends. I shared their tears and laughter and followed their road with its bumps and bends to the happily ever after. I finished my book and out I came. The cloak can no longer hide me. My chair and my house are just the same, but I have a book inside me.
Chastain Middle School. Come on, Warriors.
Greetings from Warrior Nation. As we embark upon the closing of this school year and summer approaches, we are reminded that summer reading is near. Chastain Middle School administration, staff, and students would like to encourage you simply to read. We're asking everyone present today in this room, regardless of your status in life, to always stress the importance of reading and how reading develops the mind and fosters growth. Teaching children to read at an early age helps to develop language skills and become better learners.
What is a book? By Laura Dunn. A book is pages of pictures and words. A book is animals, people, and birds. A book is stories of queens and kings, poems and songs, so many things. Curled in a corner where I can hide. With a book I can journey far and wide. Though it's only paper from end to end, a book is a very special friend.
Open a book by James Preston. Open a book and you will find people and places of every kind. Open a book and you can be anything that you want to be. Open a book and you can share one of these words you will find in there.
I opened a book by Julia Donaldson. I opened a book and in I strode. Now nobody can find me. I've left my chair, my house, my road, my town, and my world behind me. I'm wearing the cloak, I've slipped on the ring, I've swallowed the magic potion, I've fought with a dragon, dined with a king, and dived in a bottomless home.
I opened a book and made some friends. I shared their tears and laughter, and followed their road with its bumps and ends to happily ever after. I finished my book and out I came. The cloak can no longer hide me. My chair and my house are just the same, but I have a book inside me.
And now a word from our mighty warrior cheerleaders.
And next up, we will have Cardozo Middle School.
A book is a dream that you hold in your hands.
A child who reads will be an adult who thinks.
Books are the plane and the train and the road. They are the destination and the journey. They are home.
Books aren't just made of words, they are also filled with places to visit and people to meet.
Read, read, read. Take me as you want to see you read, read. Take me as you want to see you read, read, read. Read. Take me as you want to see you read, read. Take me as you want to see you read, read, read. Read.
Miss Brinkley Middle School.
Today I will be reading a poem called Adventures with Books by Velda Baumenhagen. Books are ships that sail the seas to lands of snows or jungle trees. I'm the captain, bold and free. Who will decide which place we'll see? Come, let us sail to the magic ship. Books are trains in many lands, crossing hills or desert sands. And I'm the engineer who guides the train on its exciting rides. Come, let's ride the magic train. Books are gardens, fairies, elves, cowboys, and people like ourselves. And I can find with one good look just what I want inside a book. Come, let us read, for reading is fun.
Northwest Middle School.
You know, I'm gonna miss a lot of my friends, especially the girls. And it's probably gonna rain on something like it did last year.
Well, yeah, that was quick though. But I found a way to make even rainy days good.
And now from Hornet Nation, People's Middle School.
They told you that you couldn't do it, but you're washed up. Ain't like them bad guys that you should get your sauce up. But I got this plan that you might not understand. I'm go hard as can, and I'm gonna be the boss up. Just watch me do this with no limits, only swag on it. Walk up to the front door, I don't want to brag on it. Go to the top, I'm gonna give it all I got. Might take a lot, but we ain't gonna never stop. I do believe I'm something special. Can't take that from me. So you can say what you want. I go harder, stronger. Be who I'm supposed to be. I'm unstoppable. I get all the way in it. That's the way I was made, and I'm up on my business. I'm unstoppable. Ain't no hope, ain't no wishing. Say a prayer, catch a wave, then I go out and get it. 'Cause I can be what I want. Try it if I want. I'm powered by the king, and you won't let me fall. Unstoppable. Nah, 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 you won't let me fall. No, 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 no. 'Cause I'm unstoppable. People's Middle School encourages all of you to be unstoppable in your quest for knowledge.
Sowell Middle School.
E-A D-E-R-S. Let's go. Readers. E-A D-E-R-S. Let's go. Readers to know. We got that beat that makes you read up. Read up. We got that beat that makes you hey, hey, read up.
From Powell Military Middle School, we have the Trojans coming to the stage.
Hey, bro.
What's up?
Summer reading.
What's that?
You heard you gotta read at least 3 books.
Nah.
You know you gotta answer 2 questions on that reading log.
What?
Man, it's your 1st grade next year. If you go into 7th grade, you gotta read Monster. Math, Secret Lies, and Algebra.
What you got to
Elijah of Buxton.
That's it?
Nah.
For real?
You gotta have 2 more.
Nah, man.
Boo, if you read the most, you're gonna win an e-reader.
How you gonna go get the book?
Go to Mega Evans on the street.
Can I just talk to you?
Man, no, I'm on my A.
Blackburn Laboratory Middle School.
I'm Shania Johnson, and I come from Whitney. I'll be reading a poem called This Summer, originally written by my teacher, Miss Stokes. What are you doing this summer? You should read. Read about mysteries and histories. Your mind will be freed. Where are you going this summer? The zoo? You can learn so much there. You can bring a book too. What will you do this summer for fun? Read a book if you can. Read more than one. How will you feel this summer on break? Relaxed, I bet, but read for your sake. Attention, attention to all that can hear. Lend me your minds, lend me your ears. We have to keep reading and gaining more knowledge. Reading prepares us for careers in college. Our minds are something that we should not waste, so read all you can. It's never too late.
Those Panthers from Harding Middle School.
I believe I can read. I believe I can make A's and B's. I think about it every night and day. I like my book and read away. Hey, yeah, you. Hey, yeah, you. Hey, yeah, you. I'm a reader. I'm a summer reader. I'm a reader. I'm a summer reader. I read in books half of this summer. 'Cause I'm a reader. I'm a summer reader. I'm gonna read a book this summer. Then write, then then it's over. I'm a Panther and I'm gonna keep on reading to keep my knowledge from decreasing. I'm a reader. I'm a summer reader. Reading books half of this summer. You should too, 'cause you're a summer reader. I'm a reader. I'm a summer reader.
We have Amber Wheat, which was our 2018 high school top reader, which read 50 books across the summer and entered all 50 summaries of each of her books from last summer, and also was awarded a Kindle from the Lynx LaFleur's Bluff for an outstanding job of reading.
Summer vacation is coming up. School time is over, now it's time to have fun. Soccer, Hunger Games, and Jubilee. These are a few of my favorite reads. Been working hard, now I am a star. Who would have thought reading give me this far? Rather be laid up with books, magazines, cutting out phones and the TVs. I'm reading, stop watching. My book is popping. Filling my closet with nothing but authors. You like my book? Gee, thanks. Just bought it. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. You like my book? Gee, thanks, just bought it. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. Always reading, yeah, that's what you've heard. Me and my friends, you could call us big worms. Always buying up on new mentions. Thinking bookstores might be new addiction. Who said that reading can't be fun? Must not have read the Midnight Sun. Outside is Great Gatsby, Lord of the Rings. These are a few of my favorite reads.
I'm reading, start watching. My book is popping. Still in my closet with nothing but authors. You like my book? Gee, thanks, just bought it. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. Hey, I want it, I got it. Put your hands up. Put them hands up. Put them hands up. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. Go. My book got drip. Okay. It's crisp. All right. Brand new. You catch my drip. Okay. Seen it, and I had to copy it. Like it, want it, so I got it.
Live hard, so far.
It's time to shine now, y'all, the stars. If you read, you will succeed. Follow us, you will achieve. I'm reading, start watching. My book is popping. Filling my closet with nothing but others. You like my book? She thinks, just bought it. I see it, I like it, I want it. I got a book. I got a book.
So here we are, and here are the summer reading incentives. So we want to let you know that from the generous donations we've gotten from across the city, that the middle school that reads the most books will receive a pep rally hosted by WJMI, and all of the students that will be reading 20 books or more will be invited to a picnic on that day of the pep rally. So please spread the word, middle school students, that we want as many middle school students as possible to read 20 or more books across the summer. Also, for the high school students who will be tuning in across YouTube, JPS, ITV, as well as Channel 19 to those parents, the same incentive will be in store for the high school, which reads the most books across the summer. And each of the scholars that will read 20 or more books will receive the same type of picnic, but in high school, they will turn it into more of a tailgate. The goal is a minimum of 3 books and logs. 6 books and logs will receive an additional incentive from the school. 12 books and logs will have an invitation to the summer reading celebration in September. 20 books and logs for all students will be a celebration and a high reader medal awarded. 30 or more books and logs read. There will be a celebration. You will receive a medal, and the top reader will be awarded an e-reader. Compliments of Jackson Links before as well. I want to recognize all of our sponsors: the Mississippi Children's Museum, Jackson Zoo, Jackson Hines Public Library, Mississippi Public Broadcasting Radio, the City of Jackson, Junior League of Jackson, United Way of Jackson, Mississippi, Ask for More Jackson, and the Boys and Girls Club. So let's make certain that when we leave today, what are we going to do?